What's up guys, this is my 2001 Lexus IS300 and I'm going to tell you 10 things about it that I hate. The first thing that I hate about the IS300 in general is that the dash is super sticky. For some reason they made it out of like this tar material, and if you live in the state of California or any other state like Arizona where it's always hot and the sun's always beating on your dash, it gets really sticky. Luckily for me, I live in Illinois. It's not always super hot. We have falls and like winter, so I do not have the sticky dash problem, but that is one problem that the IS300 has. The second thing that I hate about this car is that the trunk space is so tiny. I can barely fit like one duffel bag in my backpack and like some other stuff. It's like really tiny. And the third thing is that the seats do not fold down. If you come over here, like I was trying to look on like the forums like how to make the seats fold down and stuff, because when I got my catless headers for the car, I couldn't fit them in the back just because the trunk space is so small. So I thought I could be able to put the seats down, but there is no place like anywhere for these seats to fold down. And then I finally like realized, and when I was reading on the forums, that you can't fold the seats down. All there is like this little like passageway thing where you can push like maybe a 2x4 or something through there. I don't see the point of it. If you come over here, you can fold this down. You can fold this down, and if you look in there, that's the other end of it. So yeah, that's the third thing I hate, that seats can't fold down. Fourth thing that I hate about this car is that when you're in M mode, so manual mode, it doesn't shift down to first gear. I notice that sometimes if I'm at a complete stop and I'm oh, there's a dog over there, but I notice that when I'm at a complete stop and I'm in M mode, I can accelerate and it will be in first, but it won't say that it's in first, and then it'll shift to second and then third. But I just don't like how when you're driving you can't manually set it to first. You have to be at a dead stop for like 10 seconds or something. The fifth thing I hate is that for some reason Lexus decided like not to make a lot of manuals of these cars. I was searching and searching and searching for a manual for this car, but I couldn't find any. My dad's like best friend was selling this car, and I was hoping that it would be a manual, but it ended up being an automatic. Not a surprise to me because they barely made any. And my friend is getting an IS300 too. I was hoping it'd be a manual, but it's not, just because they're so rare. And another thing I hate is, this isn't part of like the list, but like these cars sell around 3,000 to 5,000 automatic, but if it's a manual, they're like 10 or above. But I don't know, I just wish that Toyota and Lexus would have made more manuals this car. Okay, so the sixth thing I hate about this car is the antenna is just freaking hideous. It's so long, and if you go really fast, I'm not gonna say how fast, but if you go decently fast, it'll start doing this when you're driving, and it's so annoying. Like when you're driving on the highway, all you hear is this thing just tapping on the back window. It's ugly, it's annoying, but I've heard, or I've read, that you can take the antenna off of but I heard that you can screw off or buy an antenna from a 2010 Prius, and it screws right onto this and it works fine. There's no like problems with it or anything. So if you have the same problem as me, where this hits the window, or that you just don't like it because it's so ugly, you can buy a 2010 Prius antenna and just screw it right on. So the seventh thing that I hated about this car until I fixed it was the head unit. The head unit was terrible. I had to put a cassette tape in. I had to buy a cassette tape that had an auxiliary cord connected into it to be able to play music off my phone. I really didn't like it. It was ugly. So I got a Pioneer head unit. I can just have my aux cord onto it. I can play my music. It looks good. I can set up to have like the background of like my car or something, but I don't know, I just haven't really messed with it that much. I just put it on like aux mode and then just play it from my phone. But you can have maps on there, navigation and maps. You can connect it to Bluetooth and everything. I just haven't had the time to set up or anything. But yeah, that was the 7th thing that I hate about this car. Okay, the eighth thing that I hate about this car is that they should have put the twin turbo GTE motor in this car. Like, if they had the GTE motor in this car would be the 4-door Supra. Like, this car would be freaking crazy. But they just put a normal GE engine in it. Wish they would have put the GTE, but that's just the 8th thing that I really hate about this car. And the 9th thing is that it takes premium gas. Kind of sucks because, like, I only get 16 miles per gallon, so I have to put premium gas in this car like twice, like every 2 days. So that's another thing that I hate. And the 10th thing is the oil filter location. Come over here. Like, here, hand me the camera. Like, this is the intake manifold, and if you see that blue oil filter all the way down there, like, I don't have little Japanese hands, so it's like really freaking hard for me to get my hand all the way down there to unscrew it. And there's 2 hoses that are directly in the way, so that really sucks when you're changing your own oil. But yeah, so those are the 10 things I hate about this car. But I do love this car. It's my first car. It's fast. It's a luxury car, and you know, it's just a good project car. I've done, obviously, my own cold air intake. I've done racing headers, catless racing headers. I've done catback exhaust, this Gretty front lip, and you know, doing other things with the channel too. New hood is coming because this one got all fucked up because somebody backed into my car. But and I had to bondo this. I think I have to do it again because it's starting to crack right here. But a lot of things are happening with the channel. I'm getting my friend Gio's rims off of his Evo 8, so that's gonna be awesome. So if you liked that video, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. Peace out.
I played the game and I'm still the same, and I never changed just to get a deal, but I'm ballin', ballin'. I came from nothing to something like it's nothing, yeah, you know I done it, that is no discussion, bitch, I'm ballin'.